Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a vlog of Super Nintendo World Hollywood here in LA. Now I actually recorded this in the summer, so this was actually a little while back, but I'm super excited to share this with you guys because I went to Super Nintendo World Japan and this is my first time here in LA, so I'm super excited. Okay guys, we're going to Mario World today. I'm super excited. Here's our car. So I have my crown on. And now all I have to do is get in the car. Yes, I started the vlog over. So let's get going, guys. We have a long way to go. Yes, guys. Oh, frick, my crown.
Okay.
So as you can tell, I am super excited to go to Mario World today. Me and my friends bought early day passes so we could actually get into the park at 7 a.m. So that's why I'm super eager and excited to go. If you haven't seen already, I did do a vlog of Japan when I went to Super Nintendo World. And this is my first time in LA, so I'm super excited to see what this is like. I've also be doing a follow-up to this video in Anime Expo here in LA. So let's get started on the journey. So upon arrival, we just had to find some parking, so it took us a little bit to actually get into the park. But me and my friends flew a long way to get here, and we were super excited to see what was in store for us. Super Nintendo World has always been a dream of mine to go to, especially the one here in the United States, so I was really excited to see how this compared to the one in Japan.
You got a 2-minute walk. You gotta go to a city walk.
Y'all can go without me. I'm dead. I'm done.
It's good that we left out when we did, because if it's a 15-minute walk,
Yep.
we'll get there right when it opens, so we can go get food and walk around Mario World. We made it to Universal. I'm here with the crew. We're going to Universal. Are you excited, Kevin? Yeah. Me too! Oh my gosh. Look, I have my fit on. Okay. It all works. Let's do this. If you've ever been to Universal Studios before, you know that it's kind of a long walk before you actually get into the place where you need to give your ticket, but overall it was beautiful to see. Literally guys, I can't believe I'm here right now. I went to the one in Japan and I'm really here to see the differences, and I'm so excited that we came all the way here during Anime Expo 2. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. I hope you're ready. Since the park actually wasn't open and these were just fast passes, nothing was really open in the morning to really look at during this time. But I definitely think the pass is worth it, especially if you are really coming to see Super Nintendo World. I think it makes all the difference.
You thought that was it?
No, trust me, there's way more than that. I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up a little bit. This was us just walking into the park, and this is nice if you've never been to Universal Studios, but really we came to see Super Nintendo World, but this is kind of just the opening of the park, not really super important, but I mean, it was nice to see the globe, kind of see what the ticket lines and stuff was looking like, and we were super excited. Look, it's 7, we must go. Oh, thank you. I don't use it very often. Yeah. Okay, I'm going. Okay, we're going now.
Patty, come on.
Yay! Okay, we made it inside. Now all we have to do is get to Mario World. I'm so excited. It's a vibe. Yeah, like
Okay, so the one in Japan looks way different. But I'm here for it.
Guys, ready to go to Mario World? I'm super excited. I have Kevin holding the camera, but I'm so excited. We're gonna go. I actually don't know where I'm going.
Yeah, don't rely.
So Super Nintendo World is actually at the back of Universal Studios. Depending on where you park, the walk might be a little bit shorter, but I do know that we felt like we were walking for a little longer than what we were thought. About 15 to 20 minutes.
Yay! I'm so excited. Wow, this is huge.
Over here.
Oh, whoa!
What happened here?
What is this? Okay, Jeremy, it's all you.
It's all you, Jeremy.
It's all you.
You got this.
You got it, you got
Don't
this.
ditch us.
Yeah, don't ditch us, we're all together.
After showing the admissions people our early access tickets, we were actually able to see Super Nintendo from taking the stairway. There was a couple more stairways that we had to still take, but this is kind of a beautiful little view that we got to look at before we actually made it.
This party started.
After what had felt like the longest walk of my life, we finally made it to the entrance of Super Nintendo World. Definitely a big difference from what the Super Nintendo World entrance looks like from in Japan, but I will say an entrance that still looked amazing nonetheless. While you can't hear my audio right here, but I was totally freaking out because I was so I'm telling you, walking through here felt like I literally was in a dream. I felt like I had just accomplished one of my biggest dreams in the world, and it was so amazing. I'm telling you guys, you have to come here.
I'm in love. Oh look, this is our castle. It's perfect. Do I match? This is so cool. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
With our Universal Passes entry, we were able to get into the big ride that is here at the Hollywood Park, and that was the go-kart racing ride, so we were headed there as our first mission.
Okay, first impressions, it's smaller than the one in Japan. Second impressions, I'm in love. This place is super cute and interactive. I absolutely adore it. And I fit right in.
Oh, how?
I will say walking into this one, I noticed the biggest difference than the one that was in Japan. In Japan, it was actually the Yoshi ride. But I will say I love the concept of going into a Mario Kart ride as opposed to just riding a little Yoshi ride. And like I said, you can watch my other vlog to go into more detail of what that was actually like. But with that being said, I will say the visuals were absolutely amazing. It was so cute seeing literally what it looked like as a Yoshi's Island, especially with all my friends who were super excited. The line was very long, but I will say it is definitely worth it getting these fast passes because typically the ride is about an hour wait to get on something like this, and especially if you have other stuff you want to do in Universal Studios, I think definitely we got our money's worth.
I'm just taking it all in.
Patty, how you doing over here?
I'd say in total, we waited about 20 to 30 minutes. The ride ended up breaking down while we were waiting, so that was a bit unfortunate, I would have to say. I definitely think you can keep yourself busy, especially if you come with a group like me and my friends did. We actually ended up playing the headbands game while we were waiting in line. But once we got outside, we were so excited looking at all the visuals that we ended up just waiting it out and had no problem with it. During this time, it was really nice for us to just kind of take in exactly what Mario World looked like. I definitely noticed a couple differences, especially with the Yoshi figures and with the Goombas, and especially just the layout of Mario World itself. It was definitely a bit smaller than the one in Japan, but I will say for Super Nintendo Worlds who are not trying to spend an arm and a leg to go to Japan, this is definitely a great alternative. I'm super excited to see what the one in Florida will look like when it opens.
Alright guys, we're waiting in line to get on the racing ride. This is a Hollywood exclusive. So here we are. This is Bowser's Castle. Love it. They didn't have this one in Japan, so I'm really excited to go on this one. So far, everything's been good. We haven't really done anything yet, but I think this is like the only ride in the park. But once we get through this, it's time for photos, food, and then we'll do the conclusion to see if this one's better than the one in Japan. Kevin, how are you feeling so far?
Feeling pretty hype.
Okay, good, good. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it's Bowser's Castle.
Lovely, lovely. Jeremy, Patty,
Yeah.
how are you guys doing today?
I'm good. Excited.
Good,
The
good.
images woke up.
Yes, I agree.
Love that.
Still early days.
Yeah.
It's a good day. We have a lot going on. All right, until next time, guys.
Once we actually got inside the castle, I will say it was so cool actually walking through. They put a lot of detail into actually what the inside of Bowser's Castle might look like. So many photos of Princess Peach, especially since the movie just came out. That was super funny to see. But there were so many different details that we just were in awe to see. And it was super awesome just because I didn't get a chance to see this in Japan because there wasn't a ride similar to this, but I really loved it. I think some of my favorites were to see these kind of little animated videos of what Bowser is actually doing inside the castle. These were just kind of entertaining to watch, especially like this one, for instance, like how the bombas are made or what they're getting ready to do on their little missions. I think those are super cool. There was a couple of those actually throughout the whole little area we walked into. It was kind of like walking through a mini museum before you actually get to the ride. And I thought that was actually a really cool idea. It keeps everybody motivated before you actually get to the ride. And it's really cool, actually. Before we actually got into the part where we could get into the ride, we got into this big community room where it kind of showed you a tutorial of what exactly you would be getting yourself into. So me and my friends kind of piled in and we watched the tutorial of exactly what we would be doing before we got on the ride, which was pretty interesting. I won't play the audio here just because I don't want to spoil it for you if you ever decide to go for yourself, but I will say this was really cool and it was actually pretty fun. Now, I've already done a TikTok explaining exactly what this ride is about, but just to give you guys a little bit of detail of what this ride is about, basically it's like you're playing Mario Kart. You get these cool little headbands, which you put on your head when the ride actually starts. And wearing the headband allows you to see some of the cool things happening in the virtual Mario world. So you and 3 of your other friends sit in an actual Mario Kart go-kart ride, and then you kind of just take off and you are playing Mario Kart as if you are really in it. I had some trouble with mine, to be honest. Like my band that I bought that allows you to do stuff in the park wasn't working, on top of my headband just not being super interactive for the ride. So I will say that was kind of disappointing. But I will say if I had to compare this to the Yoshi's Island kind of ride in Japan, I will say that this ride is actually a little more fun than that. I think if my headband was actually working and I didn't have problems with my band, I think this would actually be my favorite ride out of all of the rides. It's just fun and everyone loves Mario Kart. It's something a lot of people have grown up with, and I think just the nostalgia element is a lot. You end up leaving out of the ride and going into the gift shop too, so that just lets you buy more things. But I will just say the ride was really, really fun. I would totally do it again if the ride wasn't like an hour plus wait, probably about 2 hours actually, but overall very fun.
Okay guys, we just finished the last ride and now we're walking around the park. It's beautiful so far. I'm having a great time.
I'd say the one thing that I think was kind of frustrating was just the elements of food. They had a couple snack stalls, but I will say the only real place to eat in Nintendo World was at the Toad's Cafe, and it was completely booked for today, so unfortunately I didn't get to get any videos in there. So hopefully when I go back over the summer in 2024, I'll get a chance to look at that and give you guys a full update of what that actually looks like inside.
So overall, I feel like this Hollywood Mario World is similar to the one in Japan. Not too many differences, but it is a little bit smaller and a little bit less to do. But it's still kind of cool. Cool to look at least.
I will say that my band that I bought in Japan actually does work here at the United States one in terms of getting my points and everything, which might have been the reason why my Mario Kart ride band wasn't working. But I will say that in terms of those things transferring over, that was pretty awesome. So I was able to use all my same points that I had and use it for the same things that they had here. Super Nintendo World, there is a lot of kind of like little pop-up things that you can do, like touching the blocks, playing some games, and that will give you points, which kind of unlocks like little hidden things throughout Super Nintendo World. Not anything super crazy, I would say, in terms of like getting free stuff, but just something to do.
I will say that the lines are very long for some of these, but it is pretty nice to look. But I guess that's typical for Universal.
But with that being the only real ride in actual Super Nintendo World, we were kind of getting ready to take our leave. We were starving after being here from 7 a.m. to in the morning. So that's why this is kind of a short vlog, just kind of showing you what Super Nintendo World looks like. I will say this is a great place for the Mario fans. If you want to come, get some merchandise, just kind of experience some of what it would be like to actually be in something like Mario World. But I really think it's just kind of for the aesthetic. The one in Japan actually costs extra, and I guess you get to do a little more extra, but I will say this would not be worth paying extra.
Alright, we're leaving Mario World. It was amazing, and I'm going to do a full review of it later, but I enjoyed myself. Off we go.
So now, after having gone to Super Nintendo World Japan and the one here in LA Hollywood, I will say the Japan one does reign superior, but of course it is Japan. I'm not going to say that this one wasn't amazing, because I will say this was really cool, but unfortunately there just isn't enough to do right now. I know it just opened, so I'm sure that's going to just come with the times. But with that being said, it is included in the ticket price, which is not actually included in Japan. You actually have to pay extra to get into the Japan one. So I will say that is what really makes this amazing. And there's a lot of times where you might not even be able to get into the one in Japan just because so many people are trying to get into it at the same time. But that being said, they each have their perks and quirks that makes this amazing. I'm a huge Super Mario fan, so this was amazing nonetheless. I'm so excited to come back here, and I'm happy I was able to share a little bit of what that experience was like with you guys. We did do some more stuff while we were at Universal Studios. We didn't stay here for too much longer. We did end up getting some food, but we did go to other things like Harry Potter World, Life of Pets, and a couple other things and attractions, which really made the experience what it was for us. We did have tons of fun on the Life of Pets ride, and we had tons of fun at the Harry Potter ride as well. I think there's actually 2 rides in that one, if I'm going to be exact. But I will say that this is definitely worth coming and checking out, especially if you're a big Mario fan or just a Universal Studios fan in general. I would not sleep on that this year. Definitely included in your travel plans, and I hope I was able to share a cool experience with you guys of my experience at Universal Studios.
Okay guys, we're officially leaving Universal Studios. It was so much fun, had a great time. It's time to go now. Okay, bye.
As the day concluded for me and my friends, we ended up getting back to our Airbnb and we were getting ready to go to Anime Expo. So please stay tuned to watch that in a future video of what it was like for the 3-day long vlog of Anime Expo. We ended up going to round 1 and ended up playing some games there, which was actually really fun for the end of our day. Overall, I will say this was a successful day, and we had a bunch of fun for my first visit of going to LA here at Universal Studios. I'm hoping you guys enjoyed your experience watching my vlog today, and hope you stick around for the next one. See you guys next time. Follow, like, and subscribe, and see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.